Hello everyone. Hello everyone. How y'all today? How y'all doing today? Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you back. Glad to feel your spirit. Glad to, just know that you're back watching this channel, that you wanted to come back. And if this is your first time, I hope that you get something out of this. I hope that you gain some knowledge and wisdom and gain some more direction in your path. And that's what it's all about, gaining and not, gaining ground and not losing ground. And sometimes you got to lose ground to gain ground. But it's about gaining ground, getting better, improving on yourself, improving in your mind and in your heart. That's where it all starts. It's not about, like I said so many times, people put the cart before the horse. They want the money, the house, and the car, and all of this success and accolades and all this other stuff, but they ain't willing to go within and change themselves on the inside. And then so when they do get that stuff, it's not to say that they will never get that stuff, but when they get that stuff, there's no substance within themselves. That's why you see a lot of people with a lot of things and a lot of success and all this other stuff, but then as a person, they ain't really about nothing. And so I'm all about beginning at the beginning, and that's within. You start within and go without. And so I want to mention that today and talk about that. Y'all know what this channel is about. Y'all know what this channel is really for. It's for uplifting, and it's for enlightening and awakening and awareness and opening the eyes and trying to opening the spiritual eyes, opening the vibrational eyes, and seeing what's really going on. This channel don't play no religious games. We don't put on no religious song and dance and no little tap show, no little tap dance and all this other stuff. It's all about being real, honest, and most of all, true. What good is doing a lot of talking? What good is getting on YouTube? What good is getting up in front of people if you ain't gonna speak no truth? If you just saying something just to be seen and not speaking no truth, what good is that? It's serving no purpose. So it's all about truth. And speaking of truth, we're going to get into our subject today. The subject today is how to apply your knowledge and your wisdom. How to apply it. How do you apply? You know, a lot of people, they on this great quest and they on this great journey, and that's great and everything, but they haven't learned one other step in the quest, in the journey, and that's how to apply the things that they have learned, and how to apply the things that they've been taught, and how to apply it to their lives. You ever see somebody, they're real good at teaching others, they're real good at speaking truth to others, they're real good at showing others the way, they're really good, they say some great things, but then when it comes to applying it to their own life, they don't seem to know how to do it. That's kind of like the mechanic. He's a really good mechanic. He's good at working on everybody else's car. He's good at fixing everybody else's car. He's good at getting everybody else's car on the right road. But then he riding around in a hoopty. He riding around in a piece of junk. So that's the same thing with truth. I think the truth and the true message of truth, the true reason for your path is for you also to apply this knowledge and this wisdom to yourself. You have to apply these things to yourself, apply them to your life, so you can be successful, so you can uh, find your true path and your true calling, and that's how you can really become more effective in helping others. When you learn how to apply these things to your life, there's a lot of people out there in YouTube land and all over the world that have a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom, a lot of understanding, more insight than I probably have, more insight more knowledge and more research, and they go through all this research and knowledge, and they have all of these great things, and they do all of these great things, and they expound on all of this information, but then they haven't learned how to apply it to their own lives. All this wisdom and knowledge. So that's what we're going to talk about today, applying your information. There are some people out there, I'm not saying that there are people out there that don't know how to apply things to their own life, but you become more effective. There are some people out there that don't. And you become more effective when you learn how to apply these things to your own life. You become more effective when you become the soldier, not just the sideline general, but the actual soldier on the battlefield, out there fighting the fight, out there raising your frequency, out there enlightening other people and yourself. Learn how to apply your own knowledge and your own wisdom to yourself. Well, how do I do that? How do I apply knowledge and wisdom to my life? Number one, you got to get knowledge and wisdom. You got to get understanding. You got to open your eyes. You got to become awakened. You've got to get on the right path and the right journey. Some people are not on the right path or the right journey, and so they can't be effective in this awakening process. As we move from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius, people are beginning to wake up and understand a lot of things. They're beginning to rethink a lot of things. They're beginning to open their eyes to a lot of things. They're beginning to realize a lot of things. They're beginning to rethink and reevaluate a lot of stuff that they've been taught, a lot of stuff that they've been raised up to believe that they always knew that they always knew it didn't feel right, it didn't sound right, but they didn't want to say anything because they didn't want to look like a rebel. But they always felt something wasn't right about some of the stuff that was being taught. They always felt something wasn't just right on the spot, right on point. And so you begin to search other places, even though you was told not to, even though they told you don't do that, don't do that. And there's a lot of times when somebody tell you not to do something, that make you want to do it, don't it? Now, if I was listening to some preacher in some church, or some pastor in some church, and he, they'll tell you, don't go there, don't mess with that stuff, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't touch that stuff, don't look at that stuff, don't do that. It made me want to look at it more. It made me want, why are you trying to not make me look at it? Why are you trying to make me leave it alone? Now, if you had just said, well, go ahead, go ahead and look into it, come back, tell me what you find, I probably would have been like, no, that's all right. But the fact that you don't want me to do it make me want to do it more. The fact that you telling me not to do it, that makes me want to find out what's the real reason you telling me not to do it. And so we get on this journey, we get on this path to find the real truth, because you knew all your life something wasn't right. As I used to hear somebody say, it was a dead cat on the line somewhere. It was something wasn't right. Something didn't feel right. Something just wasn't lining up. You don't know what it was, but your source self and your higher self was not agreeing with what you was being taught. Now you are on the path of truth. Now you are on the path of righteousness, and now you feel this ultimate urge to get it out. And to tell other people, what's really going on. But then you are hit with the brick wall of reality that other people ain't trying to hear that. Other people, you try to tell people some truth, and they're going to revert they're going to resort back to what they've been taught all their life as a child. And they're not going to let you pull them out of that. They're plugged in to this reality. They're plugged into this truth, this false truth that they've been taught all their life. They're plugged in. And it's like pulling a cord. You ever try to pull a cord out of a socket and it was hard to pull out? You yank it on that thing and it will not come out. You don't want to pull it too hard, you might damage the cord. But you pull it and it won't come out. And that's the same way some people that are plugged in to this reality, that are plugged in to these teachings. That you're trying to pull the cord, but they will not come out. And it's somewhat frustrating. It's somewhat, they try to make you feel inadequate. They try to make you feel like you the dumb one. They try to make you feel like you the wrong one. And in their mind, you are. You are the dumb one. You are the wrong one. You are the one going the wrong way. In their mind, you are the deceived one. And so you have to learn to move on and apply these things, these truths, to your own life. You can't worry about what everybody else is doing or what they're not doing. You can't worry about the people that are trying to make you feel inadequate. You can't worry about the situations that are trying to make you feel less than. Don't this reality, don't this matrix, don't this computer simulation we live in always trying to make you feel less than? Notice that only the truthers are made to feel that way. You're made to feel that way because you're trying to dumb you down. They're trying to frustrate you. They're trying to make you have low self-esteem. They're trying to make you not believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, when you honestly believe that what you are saying is the truth, nothing can stop you. But if you have doubts about what you're saying is the truth, people can tell, people can sense that, people can pick up on that. Just like some people can pick up on fear. People are really good at picking up on other people's vibrations. They've almost developed it as an art. You can walk into a room and you got some person in there that's a vibrational expert, and he can immediately pick up on what vibration you're in. Are you in a vibration of fear? Are you in a vibration of doubt, of self-doubt and low self-esteem? And unfortunately, when these people pick up on these vibrations, they take advantage of your weakness, your low vibration, your low self-esteem. They try to bring your self-esteem lower. Then they feel you in a vibration of fear. They try to make you more afraid. Instead of helping you out, they try to help you go lower. But you have to make up in your mind that what you are speaking is the truth and right. Don't let somebody make you doubt. Don't let somebody in some religious organization try to make you doubt what you know in your heart. And so, as a countermeasure to this, as you how can I put it? As you make the countermeasure or the counter move, is what I'm trying to say. The counter move to this is you have to believe in what you are saying and you have to apply it to your life. That's why it's so important to apply what you have learned to your life and live what you have learned. Don't just teach it, live it. Don't just think it, do it. Be the teaching. Don't just teach, but be the teaching. Be the very thing that you are teaching. And once you do that, your students, those people will see that. They will see your vibration. And these vibrational vampires that feed off of other people's low vibration will not be able to touch you. They will not be able to mess with you. They will try to throw things at you, such as fear and doubt, and they would try to make you feel inadequate. And the programs that are being downloaded into this reality that are trying to make you feel doubt reality and frustrated and all this other stuff, they would not be able to. But you have built a vibrational hedge around you, and that stuff is just bouncing off of you. And they're looking at you like, why can't we get to this guy? Why can't we get to this guy? We try, and one time I had a dream, and I was in one of those places where I was halfway between the dream and halfway awake, and I was like in the, how you make that transition from the dream to being awake, or you come from your dream reality to this reality. Well, anyway, I was in that part, and I was laying in my bed, kind of laying on the edge of my bed, my normal little spot there, and something said to me, a voice said to me as I was waking up. It said, I can't remember the exact word, but it said, your sink is driving us crazy. Okay, what? You say your sink is driving us crazy. My sink is driving you crazy. Your sink is messing with us. That's what it said. I heard a voice say that. And I'm like, and I woke up. At that moment, I woke up and I'm like, what was that? What were they trying to say? What was being said? My sink, and I'm not, for some reason, I began to think of a sink like a kitchen sink or a bathroom sink, or a sink like that. I'm like, that's weird. You know what I thought? I pondered on it, and then something came to me, or I heard something in the background, or something in that day or the next day or something. It said something about synchronicity. Your synchronicity is driving us crazy. Your synchronicity, we're trying to line up these different synchronicities to get you in frustration. We're trying to line up these different synchronicities to make you feel inadequate. We're trying to line up these different synchronicities to get you in anger. We're trying to line up these different synchronicities to get you in hate. We're trying to line up these synchronicities to get you in frustration. I know I just said frustration, but I want to reiterate. We're trying to line up these synchronicities in this reality, in this matrix, and it seems like no matter how we synchronize everything, we can't touch you because you stand in a high vibration. You stand in a positive vibration. Why do they want to? What is the nature of the game? What is the nature of the reality? Why do they want you so bad? Why do they want to keep you dumbed down so bad? Why? Because you're a star seed. Because you're a part of source energy. And they like to feed off of that. You are trapped in a little teeny tiny small meat package called a body. And there are some people are soulless ones. They don't care, they plug in this reality, they just whatever. But then there are some people that are light. They are light and they are source energy, and they can feel that in themselves. And then others can see that in them. And so they are trying to keep you dumbed down so they can feed off of that. You are an energetic being of source, pure source energy. Why wouldn't some lesser or some other entity want to feed off of that? That's some good stuff. But you can't let yourself get ate up all the time. You got to come up out of that and figure out who you are and what you really are. And once you find that, it opens up a whole nother world for you. You become a whole nother person. You become a whole nother vibrational being. It's not that you become a whole nother person. You becoming your true person. The true you will awaken. And once you do that, they can't recycle you anymore. They can't. So you have to be on that journey. And you will notice, as you notice the synchronicities, you will know that there will things get downloaded into this that'll make you feel frustrated. There are things that get downloaded, synchronicities that will get downloaded to make you feel inadequate. I'm talking about not just in people, I'm talking about in situations. Things not going right. Things, you saying something, and then somebody debunking everything you try to say. They debunk it so easy, and everybody, when they debunk you, everybody agree with them for debunking you. What is that? That is the simulation trying to make you feel inadequate. So, in order to strengthen yourself in that, you have to become what you are teaching. You have to become what you are learning. You have to become that. You have to apply that. Apply it more and more each day. Start eating right. Start thinking right. Start being in that love vibration. I wish I had a chart. I don't have a chart, but I want to maybe show y'all something here. I want to show y'all something here, and this is kind of a spur of the moment thing. I got an old envelope right here, but I want to show y'all something. I'll be right back. I got to go get a pen. Just hold on a second. Okay, this is what it's all about. I'm gonna draw something. I'm gonna draw a little diagram. I'm not a really good artist, so I'm gonna try to do the best I can. But I want y'all to see something. Somebody give me some negative emotions. Y'all give me some negative emotions that maybe I can. Y'all send some thoughts through the screen and try to make me think of something. Okay, I heard somebody say hate, anger. Okay, frustration. Okay. What else? What else? Low self-esteem. All right. I might have spelled esteem wrong, but anyway. Okay, I got hate, anger, frustration, low self-esteem. Anything else? Okay. Okay, well that should be good. Okay. Look at this. Can y'all see that? I'm trying to see it. Can y'all see that? If you notice, I'm gonna do it like this. Okay. Y'all see that? Okay, that little dot right there, that's you. Now, you see these little arrows right here? See those little arrows? This reality is trying to pull you in one of two directions. You're trying to move toward the vibration of love. And this reality is trying to move you toward the vibration of hate, anger, frustration, low self-esteem. And the closer you get to this, the further away you get from this. The closer you get to this, the farther away you get from this. So your goal in this game is to get close to this, is to move towards this. And the more you move towards this, the farther away from this you move. I just wanted to give you that. That is the nature, that is the object of the game. To get you out of the love vibration. And to get you into a vibration of hate, anger, frustration, low self-esteem. There's probably some more stuff in there I could have added. But yes. And one way to do that is start applying everything you learn, everything that you resonate with. Everything that you resonate with, apply that to your life. Start living it. Become that. and you will become untouchable. Okay? That's my video for today. Y'all stay on this path. It's getting rough because we're moving from one age to the next. And the ones that move to the next age are trying to graduate to that. And the ones that are not are gonna stay right here plugged into this matrix, this reality, whatever you want to call it, this world, this simulation. Jesus called it the world. When he said the world, what he was talking about is this reality. The God of this world, the God of this reality. That's what he was talking about. Anyway, but he couldn't say it like he really wanted to say it because those people back then didn't understand nothing about computer simulations and all this other stuff. So you had to say it like that. But anyway, I thank y'all for coming to this video. I hope we come back. I hope you learn something. And y'all stay on y'all's path. I love y'all.